Live from the VSU Multipurpose Center, Chesterfield County Public Schools is proud to present the Carver College and Career Academy commencement exercise for the class of 2018. This program is made possible through the cooperative efforts of Chesterfield County Public Schools and Virginia State University.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the 2018 commencement exercises for Carver College and Career Academy. Please take a moment to either silence or turn off your cell phones. Would you please rise for the processional of our faculty and graduates? At this time, Senior Aaron Waters will lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for our national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated.
It's an honor and a privilege to welcome parents, family, friends, faculty, honored guests, and the class of 2018 to Carver College and Career Academy's 2018 commencement ceremony. I'd like to recognize our distinguished representative from the Board of Supervisors, Mrs. Dorothy Jekyll. School board members, Mrs. Carrie Coyner, Mrs. Diane Smith, Mr. John Urbach, and Mr. Rob Thompson. From the Chesterfield County Public Schools Administration, Mr. Donald Fairhart, our Interim Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Thomas Taylor, our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. John Gordon III, Chief of Schools. From Communities and Schools, Mr. Charles Piper, Chairman of the Board, and Mrs. Jennifer Hilliard, our CIS Site Coordinator. From our school administrative team, Ms. Dana Wilson and Mrs. Renee Green. And I'd also like to recognize this morning's award presenters. Mr. Jeffrey Ellick, Principal of Alternative Education, Ms. Bonnie Reynolds from GRASP, Mr. Chris Occasion from the Jamie Occasion Whatever It Takes Foundation. And now our school board member, Mrs. Carrie Coyner, will bring congratulatory remarks on behalf of the school board.
Thank you, Principal Buda and Carver faculty, for another great school year. To the parents and families of the graduating class, thank you for your love and support of these young people. We know without you, many of them would not be here today. To the class of 2018, over the last 7 years, my graduation speeches have included selfie moments, top 10 lists, and serenading seniors with song. Not to worry, I will not be singing to you this year. A hobby of mine is writing, and as I'm driving around, I often hear song lyrics or poetry in my head, and I try my best to write down what's swirling around up there so that I can keep it and remember it. And as I was preparing for your graduation this year, I heard words for a poem that was meant just for each of you. I want to leave a mark before you all embark. I'd like to think something I said inspires you to think ahead to the people and places you'll come across, but I fear wise teens you'll simply gloss. over the words I leave. Peace, love, and happiness come to those who possess a heart to serve those with less, not for accolades or praising glows, but to bless. For those who have little, you have something. For those who say, I have nothing, your thoughts are unbecoming. For on this day, this glorious day, from those in this room and from God high above, you are covered in hope, blessings, and love. To bless because you are blessed, to love because you are loved, and to always have hope. Hope for a future filled with success, hope for a life lived regardless of status and address, in a way that truly reflects how you lived this life to serve those with less. On behalf of the entire school board, congratulations to the graduating class of 2018.
Thank you, Mrs. Coyner. And now, Mrs. Dorothy Jacob will bring congratulatory remarks on behalf of the Board of Supervisors.
Thank you, and that was a beautiful poem, Carrie. Thank you for doing that. Well, good morning, graduates. On behalf of the Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, I would like to welcome you here today and congratulate you on your achievement. You did what you needed to do to receive your diploma. As far as graduation speeches, I think the feeling is universal. The best graduation speech is a short graduation speech, and I will honor that. Well, you're on your own now. No matter which path you are taking, some onto school, some work, some military, you will never have the kind of support you have experienced in your K-12 years. So let's give a big hand for all the people that have supported you throughout this. And I'm sure you all noticed when you walked in, you could just feel the love coming from those stands. But it's okay that you're not, you will still have some support, but never like the K-12 support. But hopefully the foundation has been laid, and you will most of the time make wise choices. Nobody always makes all the right choices, but hopefully if you make mostly the right choices, your life will be successful. And graduates, you have your whole life ahead of you. And if I have one piece of advice, it would be to keep that smile that you have on your faces today in everything that you do. A smile will open more doors than any key or any connections. So thank you everybody for supporting these students and graduates from the Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors. God bless you and good luck in whatever endeavor you pursue.
Thank you, Mrs. Jekyll. Mr. Donald R. Fairhart, Interim Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools, will offer some congratulatory remarks.
Parents, family members, staff of Carver College and Career Academy, and prospective graduates, good morning. For those of you expecting to see Dr. Lane this morning, I'm sorry. I'm not him, and I don't think they will give you a refund for your tickets at the door. My name is Rusty Fairhart, and I am the new Interim Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools. I also know and completely understand that you didn't really come here to listen to me or Dr. Lane. Many of you aren't overly concerned with who your speakers are today. You just want to get your diploma and get started with the rest of your lives. Understanding that, my remarks will be brief, hopefully earning me points for a positive first impression. Class of 2018, you are about to or have already received a lot of advice about what happens after today. The truth is, though, that you determine your future from here. In 1903, about 10 years after the invention of the automobile, a banker offered this investment advice. The horse is here to stay, but the automobile is a novelty, a fad. A few years later, the chairman of IBM said this: I think there is a world market for maybe 5 computers. And more recently, in 2007, a well-respected business leader said this: "There is no chance that the iPhone is going to get any significant market share. No chance." Has anyone ever been wrong about you and your future? Have they ever told you you can't do that? Have they told you this is out of your reach? Have they told you don't even think about it? Guess what? Those people were likely as wrong about you and your future as the business leaders I quoted were clueless about the potential of cars, computers, and iPhones. Many of you in the audience understand what it's like to be challenged by others. I'll share briefly the story of Carver Academy senior Vanessa Cartagena Clemente, who is undeniable proof that hard work pays off. Vanessa, please stand. As the daughter of immigrant parents, Vanessa grew up in her household speaking Spanish. As a young girl, she learned English mostly from her surroundings, television, and her school environment. Her parents, who were not given the same educational opportunities, instilled in her the importance of learning and hard work from an early age. Vanessa has taken this to heart and is involved in various activities such as National Honor Society, Beta Club, and the Meditation Club. She also has juggled honors, advanced placement, and dual enrollment classes while working a job after school at a local staffing agency or babysitting for family friends. Vanessa never hesitates to ask questions and strive for success. When asked what motivates her, Vanessa will tell you that being able to seek opportunities to create her own future is a gift. It is because of her hard work and dedication to learning that has earned her the place of valedictorian. And she will proudly be attending the College of William & Mary next fall as a first-generation college student. She plans on studying psychology to be an influence for change and empowerment for minorities, women, and disenfranchised youth. Thank you, Vanessa. Class of 2018, you have all the potential in the world. Today, by earning your high school diploma, you are taking the first step into the future that you choose. It is my honor to be here today to tell you how proud Chesterfield County Public Schools is of you and your achievements. It is my honor to be here today to tell you we are proud to your commitment to hard work and determination. You are ready for that next step, whether that step is college, a job, or military service. Even if you don't know what the next step is, you are prepared. Even if you feel a little bit nervous about what the future might hold, you are ready. Before I leave the podium today, it gives me great privilege to recognize two seniors from the class of 2018 with the Superintendent's Medal for Scholarship and Service. Each of these seniors will receive a $1,000 scholarship courtesy of a local business that wishes to remain anonymous. These winners, and they do not know who they are, were selected by the administration and staff members because they make good decisions, do well academically, and have a passion to make our community better. As I read their accomplishments, I'd ask them to join us on stage where School Board member Carrie Corner will present them with a medal and scholarship. Our first recipient this morning is Charlton Wallace. Charlton transferred to Carver Academy and has completed dual enrollment courses, been a leader in several clubs, and volunteers at the Lucy Core Nursing Home. He also works with his mother at their catering business and is a culinary arts aide at Carver. In fact, he is the first student at Carver to earn certifications in food handler and serve safe management and ProStart Level 1. Congratulations, Charlton. Our second recipient this morning is Aaron Waters. Aaron Erin spends time as a volunteer in night school, working with English 11 students. She also loves playing the guitar and is a founding member of Carver's Broadcasting News Club. Congratulations, Erin. Class of 2018, as you move into the future, I urge you not to listen to the people who say that you cannot do whatever it is you dream of doing. Don't listen to the naysayers. Listen to your heart and the people who know you best, those that have stood by you through the good times and the bad. Those people will continue to support you throughout your life. Listen to the people who are here with you today, whether they are present in this room or thinking of you with pride from a distance. We know you can continue to succeed. We believe in you and in your future. Congratulations to the class of 2018, and best wishes as you take your step into the future.
Thank you, Mr. Fairhart, for the first of what we hope are many graduation speeches. At this time, I'd like to ask Vanessa Cartagena Clemente to come forward. Vanessa is this year's valedictorian with a 4.3 GPA. She's a first-generation college student who will be attending the College of William and Mary in the fall.
Buenos dias. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, and class of 2018. Before I start this speech, I would like to give thanks in the first language I was given. Primeramente le quiero dar gracias a Dios por permitirme estar aquí en este podio. También le quiero dar gracias a Dios por mi familia, amigos y a todos los que me han apoyado. Papá, te quiero dar gracias a ti por todo el esfuerzo y sacrificio que has hecho para nuestra familia y especialmente para mí. Ma, tú has sido una inspiración, mi héroe y la persona que siempre me ha apoyado en todo. Te admiro como una mujer y espero repagar todo lo que has hecho para mí. Te amo todos y te quiero mucho. I asked myself, who am I to stand here today and give this address? How can a magical number on a transcript determine my eligibility when, in reality, any single one of us is deserving enough to stand here today and speak from within? But the question, who am I, is a question I know we will all have to answer in our lives beyond high school. I have been trying to figure it out, and I've started my journey one day back in 8th grade. A poetry assignment from my English teacher, Ms. Shevchuk, revealed to me that I had a powerful story that is significant to who I am. Poetry. Poetry was the first introduction to the sound of my own voice. During the poetry section of class, I wrote a vignette titled My Name, inspired by a chapter from the book we were reading at the time, The House on Mango Street. So I wrote about my last names and the stories they carry. Vanessa Cartagena Clemente. Cartagena. Cartagena is pride, Cartagena is hard work, sacrifice, and respect. Cartagena is my father. Born in El Salvador de Santa Ana de Nueva Concepcion, my father never got the opportunity to go to school full-time. Sure, he went for summer grade school, but he never got the chance to go back simply because my grandparents couldn't afford to send all 9 children to school. So instead, he worked. He worked with my grandfather in the fields, planting, picking, climbing trees, and learning to defend his family from robbers and gang members around the area. He first came to the United States at the age of 19 to start a new life. He started all over again just to work even harder for this new life. So I say my last name with pride, Cartagena. And my breath doesn't stop there. Clemente. Clemente is patience, Clemente is selflessness, love, and good food. Clemente is my mother. Her story to me is so remarkable that I, as a woman, can't even imagine how she did everything. At the age of 14, my mother stopped going to school to cook, clean, and care for her younger siblings. She had to watch her siblings go to school, she had to feed the adults, she had to live a life where she wasn't allowed to think of herself because her family needed her first. And then she came to the United States at the age of 18 to work. She started all over again just to work even harder for this new life. The names my parents gave me are only part of my story, and I'm on my way to discovering more. What about you, class of 2018? In a few moments, they will call our names and hand us a certain piece of paper we have all been after. Whatever you plan to do after this moment, I like to take 1 minute to ask you to think about your truth. Your truth brought you here today. How did you get here, and who did you meet along the way? Did you struggle? Did you feel like you barely made it? What things did you learn along the way? Go ahead and take a few seconds to think. For me, the list is number 1, explore what makes you uncomfortable, because if you conquer that, then nothing can stop you. Number 2, just be nice. It will get you places. And number 3, superhero movies really aren't that bad, people. Let yourself be a kid again. Imagine yourself with those superpowers. It's fun. I ask this question because I believe you are all called to live upon our own truth. No one else will live it for you. Live your own truth and don't be afraid to be misunderstood. Embrace the fact that everyone doesn't come from the same perspective or background, and that misunderstandings are a chance to learn about yourself and others. In finding your own truth, make sure you do not silence yourself to make other people comfortable. You have a voice, use it. Find what you're passionate about and chase it. Chase it with all the strength and fight you have left, because your passion can become your future. Remember to ask the hard questions, the questions that matter. Is my past still hurting me? Am I creating a roadblock by holding on to something that I should let go? How do the choices I make affect me and others? What do I need to forgive, or who? Do I say thank you enough? Do I recognize the good within me and put it to good use? Asking these types of questions can start to unlock more of yourself. Take the time to discover yourself. But remember that everyone else is trying to do the same thing. Whether we notice it or not, we all want to ask, did you hear me, and did what I say matter? Everyone around you is asking these questions. Every person has a truth they want to live, a truth they want to be heard, a truth they want to be respected. Practice this with others. Listen to them, acknowledge that people matter and what each person says matters to them. Practice good habits. Practice saying no when you usually say yes. Practice saying yes when you usually say no. Find what speaks to you regardless of your past. You can find what you are made to do. If we all become what we should be, we will set the world on fire. When finding these words to write this address, I went to some teachers and faculty to get some last-minute inspiration. I'd like to share some of their words today, for it might be the last time we hear their voices. First, my wonderful music teacher, Ms. Kirby, shares, "The past has not defined you, your present is not your future." Mrs. Anderson, "Destiny is a result of choice, not chance. Don't settle for whatever comes along the way. If you want something, work for it." Mr. Ragland, "Find a mentor." Ms. Marcelin, "Wear sunscreen." Mrs. Page, "Get out and do what you know you need to do." Mr. Mann, "Never, never, never give up and never give in." Ms. Allen, "Be kind." Mr. Kavler, "Enjoy the process. Don't be freaked out and try to enjoy each day." Mr. Payton, "Put down your smartphones and open your minds." Mr. Fuller, "Get an education, please." Mrs. Gravely, "If you work hard, you can persevere." Mrs. Duvall, "Follow your dreams." Mr. Peterson, "Don't let obstacles stop your dreams." Mr. Lumen, "Don't be afraid to make mistakes." Ms. Jones, "Don't think you have to have it all figured out. Part of the journey is learning." Ms. O'Neill, "Live intentionally." Ms. Marsh, "Show up, just be there." Ms. Hilliard, "Educate yourself on debt management." I'd like to personally thank all the teachers who have supported me through my journey at Carver. I especially like to thank my marvelous mentor, Ms. Marcelin. You have given me motivation and have always been there in my time of need. I hope to make you proud as a new member of our tribe. We are all called to live our own truth. A quote by Ansel Adams reminds me of this: "No man has the right to dictate what other men should perceive, create, or produce, but all should be encouraged to reveal themselves, their perceptions and emotions, and to build confidence in the creative spirit." Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Thank you, Vanessa, for a wonderful speech. At this time, we'd like to take an opportunity to recognize some of our outstanding graduates. First, I'd like to ask those students whose grade point average ranks in the top 10% of the class and who have been recognized with the gold cord to please stand. Next, with those students who have been recognized with an academic medallion as the most outstanding in each of our academies and fields of study, please stand. Thank you. Ms. Samantha Brown, our school counseling coordinator, will now recognize students receiving various scholarships.
Thank you, Dr. Buda. I'm proud to announce that Carver Academy Class of 2018 has received almost $20,000 in grants and scholarships. Now I'd like to ask some of our guests to present a few of these awards. Mr. Jeff Ellick will present the Chesterfield County Adult Continuing Education Workforce Award.
Good morning, Mr. Fairhart, members of the school board, Mrs. Jackal, Dr. Gordon, Dr. Taylor, Dr. Buda, other platform guests, faculty, staff, parents, and the graduating class of 2018. Good morning to you. The Office of Alternative Programs partners with the Department of Adult Continuing Education to offer a variety of post-secondary certified career training programs. In addition, the Department of Adult Continuing Education funds 2 full scholarship awards that allow students to complete a certified career training program. We are very thankful to the Department of Adult Continuing Education for this generous support. Our first scholarship recipient award goes to an intelligent young lady with a strong sense of determination once she sets her mind on a goal. I know she will always strive and work to achieve that goal. I have had the opportunity to serve as her principal at James River High School and at the Phoenix Center. I know she will put this scholarship to great use and she will be successful in all future endeavors. She is receiving a scholarship award valued at more than $1,500. She will pursue a medical assistant program, so if Bella Ramos, if she would please come forward to receive her award. Bella. Our second scholarship goes to a personable and hardworking young man who has a very bright future in front of him. He has a clear sense of direction and a very quiet demeanor. And I must say that he came to school dressed for success every day. He is receiving a scholarship award valued at over $1,300 for his electrical technician program of study. Jamar Gills, would you please come forward to accept your award? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ellick. Now, Ms. Bonnie Reynolds will present the Great Aspirations Scholarship.
Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you. You're graduating from a fine school offering educational opportunities where the Carver Academy faculty is truly concerned about your success. Thank you for meeting with me this year to talk about the financial aid process for college. Great Aspiration Scholarship Program, or GRASP, is a nonprofit organization where concerned people have donated scholarship monies to help with those last-minute school needs. GRASP wishes you future and the best in your future. Remember to search for scholarships as you continue your formal education. Now it's my privilege to award the Last Dollar Scholarship of $1,000. Congratulations, Enoch Bullock. The 2+2 scholarship is exclusively for students who will attend a community college for 2 years and then complete their education at one of Virginia's 30 participating four-year colleges and universities. Congratulations to Tasha Bibbs. Thank you for having GRASP at Carver.
Thank you, Ms. Reynolds. Now, CIS Chairman of the Board, Mr. Charles Piper, and our CIS Coordinator, Mrs. Jennifer Hilliard, will present Communities in Schools scholarships.
Well, good morning, Superintendent Fairhart, school board members, honored guests, students, faculty, families. It's a privilege to represent Communities in Schools Chesterfield here this morning. CIS has been serving students and families in Chesterfield for over 30 years. Communities in Schools is an educational success organization. We're working with a variety of partners across the community to do whatever it takes to help young people stay in school and succeed in life. So graduation is extra special as we celebrate the success of these students, the class of 2018, and their families. Every one of them has a story of obstacles overcome to reach today's milestone. It's a special pleasure for us to award 4 CIS scholarships to deserving students. I'd like to ask Jennifer Hilliard to introduce each of these worthy recipients.
The young lady receiving the Dr. Billy K. Kennedy CIS Scholarship entered Carver Academy as a freshman and has been a part of the fabric of the school since day one. She's one of those students who has high expectations for herself and others and strives to meet those expectations in all that she does. In her scholarship application, this student acknowledges that although there have been times of discouragement, the staff of Carver Academy is always there with open arms to be supportive through difficult times. This school has helped me find myself and accomplish goals that I thought were not within my reach. A busy young lady, this student excelled in honors and dual enrollment classes worked a part-time job, performed community service, all while maintaining very high grades. Her biology teacher, Ms. Anderson, writes that this student is enthusiastic, responsible, driven, and motivated. She gets along well with teachers and peers alike, and we at Carver will definitely miss her next year. She has applied to and been accepted to Virginia Commonwealth University and George Mason University with the goal of becoming a dermatologist.
It's our pleasure to award the Billy K. Kennedy Scholarship to Kennedy Terry.
One of the great things about being a small high school is that sometimes the quiet students who would get lost in the crowd have more opportunities to be noticed. The recipient of the Robert S. Ukrop Scholarship will complete his 4th year at Carver Academy, and at Carver, he was noticed. 4 years ago, Mr. Peterson started our school's first robotics team, and this student was one of the first to step up and commit to the club. In addition to thriving in some of our most rigorous courses offered, this student enrolled in an information technology class offered and was hooked. He writes, "My future goals were made clear to me through computer classes," and says that while most young people say they want to write video games, his experiences in robotics and IT at Carver Academy proved to him that he loved coding as much as interacting on the games. This student has been accepted to John Tyler Community College and plans to major in computer science.
It's our pleasure to award the Robert S. Ukrop Scholarship to Clemente Espino.
The recipient of the William E. Milliken Scholarship is a student who has been a positive contributor to our school since she began at Carver as a 9th grader. This student has had some obstacles thrown in her way at a young age, but always strives to rise above. While some might give up, the student has embraced the challenges she has encountered and responded with perfect attendance awards, honor roll, and other honors too numerous to count. Her math teacher, Ms. Robinson, writes that this student strives to do her best always, and that her social and academic success are a result of her work ethic and constant efforts. This hardworking young lady, who is full of personality and spunk, will be attending John Tyler Community College next year with plans to become a nurse. She writes, "What really inspires me to be a nurse is that when I was young, I lost my mom to kidney failure. She had been sick since I was born, and when I got to the age where I could take care of her, that's what I did. While I miss her every day, I'm grateful to have been able to care for her and want to help others through nursing."
We're proud to announce the winner of the William E. Milliken Scholarship is Tasia Bibbs.
Although the recipient of the Martha J. Frickert Scholarship did not enroll in Carver until his 11th grade year, he is such an integral part of the student body that it's difficult to tell that he has not been a Wolverine his entire high school career. When you speak to faculty and staff regarding this young man, two themes emerge. First, that he is always respectful to others. And the second is the wonderful ability to think independently and critically no matter the topic. He's a leader academically and in sports. This is a kid who shows up. This is a student who is tuned in to what is going on around him, not only in his classroom, but in his community, his country, and his world. In one of his college essays, he writes, "It is my goal to attend college, not only to gain knowledge through books and lectures, but also to experience challenges which will lead to the development of the skills to overcome adversity." He says, "I want an experience to be exposed to different individuals, some of whom will inspire me and others who will frustrate me. I believe that this process is necessary in order to be equipped to take on my role in life and to face issues in my future career." This student has plans to attend Richard Bland in the fall and then transfer to the College of William & Mary.
Communities in Schools of Chesterfield is proud to announce that the winner of the Martha Frickert Scholarship is Enoch Bullock.
Thank you, Ms. Hillier and Mr. Piper. Now, Mr. Chris Occasion will present the Jamie Occasion Whatever It Takes Scholarship.
Good morning, and congratulations, class of 2018. On behalf of the Occasion family, it's an honor to present the Jamie Occasion Whatever It Takes Scholarship. This scholarship was originally developed by our family to honor Dad during his last graduation as principal of what was then known as Chesterfield Community High School, a retirement present of sorts that would live on in his name and help support the students for whom he cares so deeply. This scholarship honors a man who had many reasons to give up along the way, but defied the odds that living proof that attitude combined with a strong work ethic really makes all the difference. Jamie Occasion lives by doing whatever it takes to always choose the right attitude, whatever it takes to overcome obstacles and succeed. He does whatever it takes to lift up those around him and leave the world a little bit better than how he found it. Through this scholarship, we honor a man who dedicated his life to the service of others and shared his gifts so that this school, could be developed. This scholarship is also about honoring one student who embodies that whatever it takes attitude, work ethic, passion, and integrity for which Jamie Occasion is so well known. This is a unique moment this year because I had a chance to hear, and we did, hear from the student who's going to receive this scholarship. So I'm going to skip the write-up that I have in front of me and just add that Vanessa Cartagena Clemente, you are a role model. You are an inspiration, and you are very deserving of this scholarship. So it's an honor to present the scholarship for $3,000 to Vanessa Cartagena Clemente.
Thank you, Mr. Occasion. It's been our pleasure to welcome music back to Carver this year. Piano, guitar, world music drumming, and of course, singing. Several senior members of our Carver chorus have selected and dedicated a special song to the senior class of 2018, reminding you that you always have a home here at Carver. Here's our very own Carver chorus, directed by Mrs. Kirby, performing Charlie Puth's "See You Again."
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need. Carry on. It's been a long day. It's been without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Oh, how do I breathe without you? Feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here till the day you're coming home. Carry on, give me all the strength I need. Carry on, so let the light guide your way. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day. It's been without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way. We've come a long way we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Oh, when I see you again.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Ms. Kirby and the Carver Chorus. Dr. Buda, the records of the class of 2018 have been examined, and the faculty of Carver College and Career Academy certifies that each of these candidates have completed the requirements prescribed by the great Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesterfield County School Board to receive their respective Certificate of General Educational Development or Diploma of Graduation from Carver College and Career Academy. Graduation marshals, you may proceed with the presentation of the candidates for their diplomas.
Beverly Dell Carol Addison. Juliet Anjali Adorno. Shamia Renee Ampey. Davis Lynn Bailey. Hunter Witt Baker. Shay Kiera Ball. Jeremy Anthony Bernier. Tasia Tanisha Hope Bibbs. Imani Sade Blunt Baker. Jalea Asia Booth. Stephanie Marie Brown. Enoch Hananiah Bullock. Dalton Dolly Burnsed. Armani Quinasia Caldwell. Aaliyah Elizabeth Camden. Antonio Carroll Jr. Vanessa Cartagena Clemente. Paola Vanessa Castaneda. Avante Rashawn Chapman. Rachel Michelle Clark. Kiera Monet Cooper. Liliana Soraini Cruz Solorzano. Deja Ann Daniel. Jenna Alexandra Davis. Shemaya Ariane Davis. Nisali De Jesus Garcia. Jessica Morgan Dotson. Clemente Trejo Espino. Emily Catherine Felice. Kevin Patrick Fleek. John Lucas Fletcher. Diana Elizabeth Flores Lopez. Leanne Faith Grace Flowers. Talea Rosemary Jasmine Forehand. Jada Franco. Michaela Ann Folk. Elena Ann Party Gastra. Kelsey Jocelyn Garza. Brian Wayne Gilliam. Jamar Lorenzo Gills. Connor Brannon Grubb. Emmy Mariana Guzman. Olivia Paige Harrell. Skylar Milan Hogan. Hannah Nicole Hudson. Jediah Chanel Jackson. Isaac Nathaniel Jones. Sierra Skyshell Jordan. I can't. Taylor Fenice Lowry. Jordan Ray McCants. Savannah Lee Messner. Jordan Tyrell Miller. Raven Alexis Mazel. Carlton Allen Morris Jr. Tremaine Willie Moore. Catherine Joyce Purdue. Stephen Donzel Petaway Jr. Robin Ann Plaster. Isabel Jasmine Ramos. Zomi Noemi Rosales Ramos. Michaela Shinice Russell. Dalton William Shaw. Shaquille Antonio Smith. Austin Lee Snyder. Devin Wade Spain. Hector Manuel Soriano. Imperial Charisma Elude St. Hilaire. Michael Joseph Stanley. Angel Hope Stump. Michael Edward Taman. Kennedy Kiera Camille Terry. Satia Donnay Thomas. Jada Crystal Tolliver. Raymond Valdez. Ashley Marie Velez. Charlton Amari Wallace. Erin Renee Waters. Caitlin Angelina Weaver. Kayvon Charlie Whedon. Nana DeConte Wessa. David Timothy Wilkins. Jaquan Tyree Williams. Sincere Solomon Unique Williams. LaKayla Shanice Woolridge. Emily Ann Wright. Andasia Leanya Owen.
Will the graduates please stand? Having completed all the requirements for your respective certificates, and diplomas, and those having been accepted by the Chesterfield County School Board, I ask you to move your tassels to the left. I now pronounce that you are graduates of Carver College and Career Academy. To the class of 2018, congratulations. Graduation marshals, please organize the graduates for the recessional. At this time, would you please rise and remain standing where you are for the recessional of our distinguished guests and faculty.